Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, about 30 minutes ago, I made a video where I was talking about how I was struggling with, it's not so much I was struggling with motivation. What I was struggling for was a kind of, a purpose. As though I was doing things just for the sake of doing them. Just so that I could say that I'm actually living my life and I'm doing things with my life. Now, I know, now, before anybody starts saying, well, you've got a lot of time on your hands, despite, working 66 hours a week, and when you're not doing this, you surely have got, plenty of time in that to start thinking about these sort of things. But it's just, I think it's one of those things where you have to, come to terms with it. I mean, like I said before, some people are so busy living their lives that maybe they're just not aware that these things are happening, I suppose. So I shouldn't really have to feel guilty about thinking that I have any right to think differently from other people. I'm not blaming that on anyone else. I'm just saying that's the mentality I've created. I've created a false reality in my head where I believe that the whole world is not interested in people who are conscientious or, proud to be clever or do good things and clever things with the things they can do. Which is kind of why I'm watching another Internet AJ video today, ladies and gentlemen. Because there's a lot of guys on here that, AJ talks about, similar to Sunny V2, where they talk about very problematic YouTubers who say and do... Oh, look at that. Man United agreed the deal with Real Madrid defender Rafael Varane. Cool. I shouldn't be watching this right now. I'm too busy trying to set things aside. But anyway, that's an interesting parallel, ladies and gentlemen, is that whilst these guys have been documented, been talked about, I mean, they've gone to quite high places. Well, some of them have anyway. I'm still here just trying to work out exactly what it is I want, where I'm guiding this ship. But if apparently the title of this video is anything to go by, the thing I can absolutely aspire to be is the fact that the way I'm living my life and the way that I think I know what I'm doing has got to be 10 times better than the psychopathic IRL streamer who fought everyone, someone called Hampton Brandon. So... who exactly is Hampton Brandon? I have no idea, apart from he's an IRL streamer or something like that. But let's see exactly what we've got. It's worth watching these, ladies and gentlemen, because it kind of, at least, if it doesn't make you feel any better, it should be a little bit, give you some, an idea, ladies and gentlemen, that, you know what, you're not such a bad person as you might think, compared to some other people. But what can you do? So... let's begin. 3, 2, 1, and... Alright, is this a GameStop, I think?
Smells like cherry car
is that,
freshener in here.
What?
I know who that is.
Fuck. Ouch. 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 Ouch.
Okay, so...
Ouch.
So he just went into...
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about this guy today. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be covering the very problematic streamer known as Hampton Brandon. He is an IRL streamer who starts fights with random people, harasses women, outright steals, and says the N-word.
I got surprised that I heard...
He is basically what chaos would look like as a person. And I'm gonna show you why I think he's a sociopath, or at least has sociopathic tendencies. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a psychiatrist by any means, but I am going to be discussing my opinion. You see, in 2016, Twitch made the decision to add an IRL or in-life streaming section to its platform. Originally made as a method of just streaming video games, Twitch was now becoming something bigger. All sorts of people jumped at the opportunity to stream their everyday lives. Unlike vlogs, the boring parts couldn't be cut out or edited in any way. It tended to attract people who did ridiculous things to make their stream more entertaining, like Hampton Brandon. Hampton Brandon was born Brandon Gross, and he grew up in Long Island, New York before moving to Los Angeles to find fame. However, he got his first taste of major clout when this video of him running away from a fight and then getting hit by a car went viral.
You're scared. I see a heartbeat. I'm right here. I see a heartbeat. What's that?
I'm angry, bro. I'm angry. I got money to make. Weirdo.
What's that?
Holy shit!
It was first posted on Keemstar's Twitter and then spread across the internet like wildfire. In the video, Brandon engages a man on Hollywood Boulevard who then supposedly pulls out a gun which causes him to flee. Now according to Keemstar, the man had a gun, but I didn't see one in the video. What I did see, however, was Brandon making a complete fool of himself by running out onto the streets of LA and getting slammed by a car. I genuinely feel really bad for the person that hit him.
You're not kidding me as well, dude. He literally. I think, you know, because I'm not quite as tall as Brandon, I reckon that if I ran out, I would have probably would have got my hip broken, because I've had problems with my coccyx before, where I've had nasty bangs to them in the past. But I reckon a slam like that, and I would have absolutely had a broken hip, because did you see how high he flew as well? I mean, good, because. You know what? I think realistically, if I was Hampton, ladies and gentlemen, well, one, if I was Hampton, I wouldn't do this kind of shit. But I would probably be thinking to myself right now, is it worth it? Really? Because we know fine well this could have gone 10 times worse. Let's face it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not kidding around. My goodness.
Really anxious and traumatized that they hit another human being. But the only person to blame was Brandon for thinking it was a good idea to run out onto the streets of LA. After getting hit by the car, Brandon then returned to the guy and tried to fight him.
He did what?
This just shows that he doesn't know when to let things go.
Actually, I'll correct to AJ here for 1 second. He didn't pull out a gun, he pulled out a chair.
Instead, he thought screaming his signature catchphrase 10 toes down at a guy holding a stool was the best course of action. 10 Toes Down, or TTD Militia, is the name of Hampton Brandon's fan base. They are notoriously toxic and constantly push Brandon to do more and more crazy things. Some of them want to see him die as a result of his unpredictable actions, while others praise him for being alpha. But I hate to break it to you 12-year-old kids, he's not alpha, he's just sad. The fighting with random people while live streaming didn't stop there. He got into another altercation in a store by claiming that he hurt his foot. Then he called another guy names to provoke him. And when the guy left the store, Brennan chased him outside and tried to do something.
Oh, dude, you want to see my foot? Look, no, look. See my toe right there? I fell into that, bro. Wait, no, I'm not kidding. I fell, bro. Hold on, wait, pussy. Come here. You're not shutting shit.
But when he took his neck holder off and seemed like he was actually about to fight, Brandon got scared and said he was gonna sue him.
What's in the chat when the CX Factor gets hotboxed?
You want to get sued?
Want to get sued? Dude, this is not Persona 5. This guy does not look like he's gonna get sued anytime soon. I mean, look, he's got keys. Oh, you don't want to fight someone who's got keys. He can lock you out.
I'm gonna sue you. I fell into it and I'm hurting my foot.
You can see that the guy actually smiles because he realizes that Hampton Brandon is full of shit. Brandon had no plans to actually fight and just wanted to stir up trouble to get views on stream. He knows he would probably lose the fight and says ridiculous things like his foot hurts to de-escalate the situation. Brandon is a fraud who knows how to start altercations, but also knows how to avoid them when he wants to. He has no standards and even
Andy Milinkolis, I think it is. I think that was that streamer right there.
Fight with the homeless guy for the sake of entertainment. What? During his stream, he went up to a homeless guy sleeping on a bench and started filming his feet and harassing him.
Don't, man. What the fuck?
Rumor has it that that's the same toe.
This just shows that he's extremely disrespectful and doesn't care about others. After pissing the homeless man off by continuing to record him, the man reported Brandon to the police. Brandon, however, just lied to the officer and said that he was filming his vacation when he's actually been in LA for years.
Tell you, alright, so there isn't any more problems today. Try and be more respectful about how you're filming your vacation.
I will.
Alright?
Yes, sir.
Lying to authority figures is another sign of manipulative and sociopathic behavior. Homeless people can't defend themselves and they're very vulnerable. Honestly, to prey on someone sleeping on a park bench while live streaming is pretty sickening. Brandon has no sense of wrongdoing. Why on earth would you bother someone so helpless? It's really disturbing that his mind doesn't see the problem. Brandon continued this deplorable behavior by waking up another homeless man who was sleeping by shouting at him. When the man chased him, he just continued to stream it and ran away. He was having fun by harassing him, which is really concerning. Where is Brandon's morality? Simple answer, he doesn't have any. He's a sociopath. He even compares the chase to a game of Outlast, acting like this wasn't real life and he can do whatever he wants.
I know quite a lot of people, unfortunately, who are like that. Well, in different senses that they're kind of like that. People who think harassing people is funny and should be rewarded, and also people who go about. You know what's very strange, ladies and gentlemen. I should be 10 times more angry at someone like this, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen, look at the world around you. Look at the people who think that, you know, scenarios in which tens of thousands of people a day are being sick because of COVID. Think about the many people who die from COVID. Think about the people who might just carelessly just laugh it off, thinking that it's only the elderly who are going to die. Think about the people who are in charge, who are issuing these... Think about the people who are in charge and who have all the power in the world, and they laugh some things off where they really shouldn't be laughing things off. What I'm trying to say is that Hampton is absolutely not the first psychopath I've ever seen in my life, but he's just one of them. From my own experience, from what I've seen to all I needed to see on like news outlets, the media, all sorts of stuff like that, and in general from my own opinions. And unfortunately, I think some of the absolute worst, in my opinion, are the very hard right racists. You know, because they see that, you know, like in American History X. I know I bring up that movie quite regularly, but it's one of my favorite movies ever made. Because let me tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, those Nazi groups in places like Venice Beach, they're all psychopaths as well. And they're a minority as well. And psychopath, well, Hampton Brandon here, he is a minority of one. Because he's the only one who's technically doing this. But it wouldn't surprise me, ladies and gentlemen, if there are thousands of people who are all over the world who would do this sort of thing because they get clout and they feel as if this sort of behavior is okay, to pick on people who can't defend themselves. I'll level with you guys right now. If I ever met Hampton Brandon in my life, it wouldn't be too long before I would just say, well, the chances of us meeting are indeed very, very small. But I can tell you what. In fact, you know, Brandon, if you're watching this right now, I'm going to say something to you right now, young man. If you want to say you want to fight me, well, I'm just going to turn down the idea to fight you, because I'm not going to fight you. The second thing I want to say to you, Hampton Brandon particularly, is that I'm not mad at you. Yes, I am. I'm furious. But more than that, I'm just disappointed. Somebody once said a while ago that I look like the world's most disappointed dad. Because sometimes I think I am. I think I'm turning more into my dad every single day.
That was like a game of Outlast, yo.
He doesn't see the man as a real person. He just picks on people who can't defend themselves for cheap thrills and doesn't see anything wrong with it. His antics and trash talking even captured the attention of famous YouTuber Vitaly. He exposed them on his stream for faking a fire extinguisher prank, which greatly upset Vitaly. He decided to confront Brandon directly and stream sniped him. Brandon, afraid of fighting as usual, started talking trash.
I can end your YouTube right now, Vitaly, and I'll end you too, bro.
Dude, do
I'll
it.
end you too. Your fucking content is shit. It's fake, and my boys that you paid for your content will come here right now, and I'll you up behind the camera too, weirdo.
But when he realized he was going to get beat up by the much bigger Vitaly, he muted his stream and tried to talk it out.
What is wrong with you, bro? What is wrong with you? Why would you do this, bro?
Get out of here.
You don't have your citizenship?
Look at you. Why are you shaking?
I muted it. Why are you shaking? I muted it. I muted it. No, I muted it.
He said he didn't want to fight because he was out on bail and suggested he was a fan of Vitaly.
You want to get?
Stupid?
You want to get? You want to
get? I'm out on bail
get?
right now. Why are you starting?
Set something up. Right now, we can walk away.
How do you know I'm not even?
We can walk away.
How do you know I'm not a fan of you?
When this didn't work, Brandon just ran away.
Man, you didn't do anything because you're a little. That's what internet warriors do. They're little like this guy.
Later, Vitaly made a video about Hampton Brandon and challenged him to a UFC fight.
If you want this, you got 24 hours to decide where you want to fight me. We'll go to a UFC ring, bare hands, me and you, and you're gonna get laid out in the first round, probably in the first 30 seconds, okay? Because I don't want any problems. I came to you in person. What you gonna do face to face? You can do nothing. I don't want no internet drama, but if it had to happen like this way, it happened. Enjoy your 15 minutes of fame. Stop beating your wife. So you brought up my dick in your live stream conversation. I'm glad you like it. Thank you very much. And speaking of, you don't even have a dick. What's up with this picture, bro? Anyways, you got 24 hours to decide if you want this hands right here. 24 hours, UFC, no gloves, no nothing, no rules, just me and you in the cage. Let's go.
Brandon, of course, never took him up on it because he knew he would get beat up. He starts fights and eggs people on, but runs away before anyone can hurt him. He also avoids fights.
You want to know who Hampton almost reminds me of? For those who remember Boondock, I think that's what his name was. You know, he went boom gang, lots of gang shit. Except for the fact that Boom Gang actually, you know, redeemed himself, found God, and decided to change his ways. I might even just do a video about Boondock at some point in the future. The point, ladies and gentlemen, is that Hampton Brandon is like Boondock if there was absolutely nothing to like about him. Because I will admit, I did kind of laugh at some of the really dumb shit that Boondock did in the past. But the thing was, is that was the past, and I didn't find everything about Boondock funny, I must admit, from him pulling a gun on guys just to steal a taxi, to him stealing things out of shops and all that. I like the pranks in that when he was in shops, that he would just bounce around, or he would like slide on the floor, or have a fake spaz attack when he's trying to talk to girls. Some of that stuff in the past, I admit, I did kind of laugh at that sort of thing, but time goes on and people grow older and they learn to get over that sort of thing.
Bigger than him. This is evidence when a man hired by Vitaly showed up and tried to fight him. Brandon tried to calm him down by avoiding any engaging words or behavior. Brandon even said that he would pay more money than Vitaly did.
Dude, you can't, you're not gonna... No. I got paid to do a job. I gotta do it, bro. No. So you already paid me. All you're gonna get is money back. I'll pay you $1,000. I already got like 5.
He was clearly faking his tough guy persona for his viewers. It goes out the window as soon as someone more muscular than him shows up. Okay, so Hampton Brandon didn't just fight people on livestream. He also blatantly stole. In one particular video, he straight up took a woman's drink, said thank you, and walked away.
What are you drinking on? What is that?
Some chai frappuccino.
Yes. Can I?
Are you kidding me?
Yes. Oh, thank you.
TTD Militia SSEMBLE.
And also, look at all these little fuckwits right here, right now, who are like applauding him. Some of you even saying "Boom Gang." And yeah, exactly. Some just straight went low by some dude called Sound here. No wonder he doesn't have an icon out here. I don't think he wants to like show his face. Well, what's wrong, Sound? You don't want to show your face. You don't want to, you don't want people to see that you encourage this sort of behavior. Do you? Do you really want to encourage this sort of thing, Sound? Is this the sort of thing you laugh at? Guys who harass innocent people for no reason just because they know they can't fight back. Is that what makes you? Is that what you laugh at, Sound? Is that the sort of thing, your very small penis gets hard at night? Is that the sort of thing you enjoy? Did you enjoy that? Do you get off on shit like this? Is that what makes you happy? Is that what keeps you up at night?
Thank you for your donation.
Seriously, that is such a dick move, and it's especially concerning that he smiled while drinking the coffee like he was proud of it. Someone in the chat even donated to him after he stole the drink. The amount of the donation was probably greater than the cost of the Frappuccino, which just proves he does this shit for views. The poor lady had no idea how to react to that situation, so she just let it happen. In another incident, Brandon went to a store and ordered a bunch of food that he didn't intend to pay for.
I need... What do you guys...
I will admit that Boom Gang did this as well. But again, Boom Gang redeemed himself. He apologized for the shit he did.
I need 7 mac and cheese balls.
Okay, so you can get side order. You get with the 20-piece meal, you get side order. You haven't told me any side orders.
He started harassing the cashier and pushed the camera in front of his face to annoy him.
Hey, look at the camera, look at the camera. You like the camera? You like the camera?
Anything else?
Brandon just enjoyed watching how uncomfortable the employee was, which demonstrates his sociopathic behavior. Then he straight up steals an apple pie and tells them to call the police.
Book gang.
Wait, why are you touching? You have to pay for it first.
I'm running away. Call the police.
2 hours later, the police actually show up and arrest him live on stream.
I know, you guys have no resistance, sir. You have no resistance. I respect police. I'm seriously, there's nothing. Yeah. Yes, sir. No, just don't hurt my wrist. Just please, I'm not gonna run. I realize where I am.
He then tells the officer that he didn't realize what he did was illegal.
Take me to jail. I didn't realize what I was doing was illegal, though.
While he's being handcuffed, his chat then continues to donate to him. His friend Andy Milanakis even donated $50 to him. He is constantly being motivated by his viewers to act this way on stream. He is like a child who gets money from viewers and then thinks it's okay to continue to do this shit. If no one was watching Brandon, I'm confident he wouldn't do any of this stuff. He wants to be famous and will go to extreme lengths to please his chat. Someone needs to tell Brandon that what he does is not content and it's not funny. Also, it's ridiculous that he would steal something as small as an apple pie, tell the employees to call the police, and then act surprised when he gets arrested. He also managed to get arrested for allegedly stealing 2 shirts, which happened live on stream. He easily could have afforded the 2 shirts based on the amount of donations that he was getting, but no, he decided to steal them. His viewers don't really care about his well-being either, especially if they just cheer him on every time he gets arrested.
Well, there's that, but then why would you even bother donating to him in the first place then?
Brandon is a lot more lonely than he thinks. What in the downward spiral of drugs was going on with this guy? Hampton Brandon didn't just stop at fighting and stealing. He also sexually harassed women on livestream. In one instance, he randomly walked up to 2 girls in line and put his arm around one of them. You can visibly see the discomfort on her face when she awkwardly smiles because she doesn't know what to do. In another stream, he walks up to a random girl and sticks his tongue out at the camera. When she finally gets away from him, he just films her backside and calls her a firecracker. There's an additional stream I saw where he got kicked out of TwitchCon. In it, a female security officer tells him to leave and he replies by saying he wants to have sex with her.
Escort you off property, number 1. Or we can have PD come do it and now you're going to be arrested for trespassing.
Oh.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
So what's it going to be?
I would.
We're going to go ahead and walk this way. Okay?
I would have sex with you.
This way.
I would have sex with you. No, we're not. I'm going to tell you where I'm going to walk. Come here. You can follow me. Come on.
PD right there.
Okay, I'm going to see them. I'm going to say, hello. Thank you for your service.
You can see that she's clearly bothered and uncomfortable, but tries to maintain her professionalism. The people in his chat, however, continue to egg him on. They think that he's alpha and this is how women should be treated. Honestly, anyone that supports this behavior is just an incel and needs to get a life. He doesn't respect women because he doesn't even have respect.
Well, I will refer you to what I said about that guy called Sound from earlier, because I would go far, far, far further than just calling them incels.
For himself. Now at this point in the video, most of you probably have a good idea of Brandon's baseline character, but other people who knew Brandon and his shortcomings still gave him a chance. One of these people was popular IRL streamer Ice Poseidon.
Not a good idea.
Their first meeting was a very clear foreshadowing of what the relationship would turn into. Ice Poseidon met Brandon when he flashed his ass at him outside of Motel 6 during a live stream. Ice thought he fit well into his group called the CX Network. He figured Brandon was good for content and added excitement. But because of his unpredictable personality, they quickly had a falling out. During a live stream, Brandon started a verbal altercation with Ice, claiming that he had more views than him. Ice responded by telling him to go away. And Brandon did, but only after threatening to kill him.
Don't fucking touch me, bro! Don't touch me! Touch me! Don't touch me, bro! I'll fucking kill you!
You need to go.
Pussy!
You need to go.
You're delusional! Shut up!
You need to go. I'm not delusional.
Shut up!
Clearly you have issues.
Brandon then returned and called the girl that Ice Poseidon was with a slut.
You're delusional, and I'm not. That's why I have people behind me, and your girlfriend is a slut.
So go. I don't have a girlfriend. So go, then. So go.
He also threatened to kill Ice a second time. Then he really pissed him off by saying he didn't deserve to be a streamer.
And if you say anything wrong, these guys will really get you fucked the up. Because I've been doing shit out here. You came out here, you don't deserve any of this.
I don't deserve to be a streamer. Are you
don't get back, you don't do shit to the community. You're a terrible person, you're a liar. Your girlfriend's a cheater, she's a slut, you're an idiot. Get the fuck out of here. I got 2 of them.
I don't have a girlfriend, by the way.
This was a pretty shitty thing to say in my opinion because Ice Poseidon was the one who legitimized Brandon. He was the one who brought him into the world of IRL streaming in the first place. Ice Poseidon tried to capitalize on this drama and challenged him to a UFC fight. It would be controlled and regulated and Brandon couldn't run away. However, just like the Vitali challenge, he never agreed to it. He was scared and would obviously back down from any fighting opportunity. And what's sad is Ice Poseidon isn't exactly the most muscular person in the world, but Brandon still backed out.
Neither was apparently a Russian UFC fighter that somebody at work told me about. He only weighed about like 150 pounds, but he could just about beat anybody he wanted. Trust me, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ice didn't exactly look particularly, well, scrawny, I suppose is the word.
Then resorted to intimidation tactics to scare Ice Poseidon. He went to Ice's apartment with 4 other guys and tried to jump him on livestream. Concerned for his safety, Ice refused to go outside and stayed behind a window. Imagine the sense of betrayal that Ice felt knowing that his one-time friend was trying to scare and harm him. Brandon was being extremely manipulative. He wanted Ice to feel unsafe and powerless. And when Ice later appeared on a No Jumper podcast, Brandon showed up unexpectedly and tried to get a reaction out of him. He was rude and started asking questions about his ex-girlfriend Caroline, who he was now hanging out with. It was clear that Brandon would stoop to any level and nothing was off limits. All of these experiences eventually got to Ice Poseidon. After meeting Brandon on Hollywood Boulevard, which apparently is his favorite place to fight, they tried to reconcile things. But suddenly Brandon geared up to fight and Ice engaged.
Oh shit.
Hey, someone hold the camera. Hold the camera.
Come on, Greek, get in there. Come on, stop him.
Brandon was so unstable that he could switch from friend to foe in a split second. It's no wonder that Ice just got fed up of him. The fight got so bad that Greek God X had to sucker punch Brandon in the head to get him to stop. Ice Poseidon received a black eye from that fight that lasted for a very long time. It was a stark reminder that Brandon was toxic and not right for his life. Ice Poseidon explained in a podcast that a lot of the fighting started when Brandon refused to pay his portion for a CX Network RV trip. He also said he got very pissed when Brandon told him that he should pay him to be on his stream. Hampton Brandon also fought with another member of the CX Network named EBZ. They first got into a fist fight during a CX Network RV trip. After the fight, Brandon still had bad blood and sprayed mace at EBZ's car window. When EBZ drove away, Brandon followed him and his girlfriend Corinne to a place in Beverly Hills. He then brandished a knife and started yelling at them. In response, Corinne called the police and Brandon was arrested. As you can tell from this video, Brandon is no stranger to police and goes to jail like it's in fashion. He was also arrested by a bounty hunter for 6 outstanding felony warrants with a $46,000 bail. His friend captured his arrest on Instagram Live and Brandon said that he was going to jail for a long time. Not to be outdone, his latest arrest, which was for unknown reasons, involved helicopters. Although he couldn't be seen, his voice was still heard. Redditors speculated that he must have done something serious if helicopters were involved.
Get out with your hands up! Face away from me when you get out! Face away from me! 5 steps to your right! Good! Oh wait, I have my dog in there. I have a dog in there. I have a puppy. Hey, passenger, secure that dog!
According to his records, he only spent around 90 days in jail. Because of Hampton Brandon's illegal behavior, he was banned from Twitch early on in his career. He then started streaming on YouTube, but was banned from that as well. However, he found a loophole where he could still stream on YouTube using someone else's channel. But that channel eventually got banned too. Brandon then tried Instagram Live, but got banned as well. He eventually ended up on the streaming service Mixer, but as you may know, Mixer got shut down. As of the making of this video, Brandon hasn't streamed in a very long time. He did, however, move from Los Angeles to New York City. I saw a Snapchat video of him on a subreddit about a week ago. It shows him getting into a fight with a woman on the subway for not wearing his mask properly.
Yeah, come on.
Meds. Before you really get
take my meds, take your meds. Get out of my face, motherfucker.
Oh!
Brandon clearly hasn't changed and is just waiting for the next platform that doesn't ban him. I think Hampton Brandon is a sociopath and needs to be stopped. He engages in extremely toxic and negative behavior and doesn't see the problem in anything that he does. He also almost never apologizes, demonstrating that he has no remorse or concern for others. He fights anyone, intimidates, bothers women and the homeless, and destroys relationships with his friends. The only one that he has left is his chat, who doesn't even like him that much anyways. They just want to be entertained by him. They don't care that it's at his expense. He's just a time bomb waiting to explode. But something tells me we haven't seen the last of him yet. Hopefully he changes for the better, but only time will tell. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider...
Well, I do admire AJ's, optimism, but unfortunately, I don't particularly... I know AJ, and I know in general terms it's good to be optimistic, but let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. And as much as I talked about Boondock earlier in this video, Brandon Hampton is not Boondock. And... so, just to sort of conclude this video, because the battery on my camera is just about to run out, I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen. If you had... I'll end this video the same way I started. If you feel as if, being a good person just for being a good person, you do good things because they're the right thing to do, then you have absolutely no reason to be ashamed or embarrassed, or feel as if anybody has any justification for telling you that you should be thinking otherwise. Because when it comes to Brandon Hampton, ladies and gentlemen, he will just about do anything and everything he wants just to get attention. It's all attention based. It's all just because he wants to be in the spotlight. Not because of anything good he wants to do, but just because doing this is the fastest way to get attention. And I think it's absolutely pathetic. There's no need to say more, because I think I've just about said enough already. Thank you so much, Internet AJ, and thank all of you guys for watching, and I'll hope to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.